perhaps consult on his health status. But the rumors are really everywhere at this point. They range from he's just fine and recovering at a nearby facility, that he's gravely ill and maybe on the verge of death, and even that he is dead. And so it's really hard to know right now. It's all speculation. But at the moment, the notion of, oh, he may be in real trouble, that seems to have dissipated more in recent days.
Well, North Korean media has been extremely tight-lipped about the status of Kim. Some outlets have even gone as far as publishing some of his old statements in an effort to maintain a sense of normalcy. Can you tell us and explain to our viewers why we're so in the dark about what's actually going on there?
So a couple of reasons. The first would be that intelligence is really hard to come by in North Korea. And so even though the United States intelligence officials I speak to say, we're doing okay, we have enough stuff, it is always really hard to know the inner workings of the Kim regime, and especially his health and who's around him. The other is the culture of the secrecy in the country. Every piece of information is tightly controlled. There's a large propaganda campaign. A lot of what comes out of the country is based on rumor. And so it's hard to confirm really anything, especially something as tightly guarded as the leader's health. So between a lack of information and the way North Korea actually operates, it's just really hard to get a sense of what's going on in that country.
Yeah, I thought that the idea that they were releasing old statements seemed particularly strange. Is that the first time that North Korean state-run media has done that?
It's not. They tend to do it when there's nothing new to announce, in the same way that American media sometimes goes, President Trump said XYZ thing a couple of days ago. What's interesting now is, though, that since we have not seen images of Kim at the Army parade on Saturday, and especially at the ceremony for his grandfather on the 15th, and a massive holiday for North Korea, it has led to speculation that he is not around, of course. We don't see new images of him, speculation as to why he's not around. And so it seems like there's a filler happening, that as state-run media sort of scrambles on what to say and what to do, they obviously can't say what's going on with Kim, which is what fuels speculation, but they're just trying to kind of fill in information at the time.
And this obviously isn't the first time that Kim has disappeared from the public view, but there's something actually that's a bit different about this. Can you explain that to our viewers?
What's really different is how he's missing these major holidays. Again, the fact that he is not around for the biggest celebration for his grandfather, Day of the Sun, for this army situation, and of course that we know that he's just in general bad health. So that's what makes this a bit different. And in terms of just him. Now, why are we sort of all speculating so wildly? Well, part of it is because we don't know what comes next. Who would take charge if Kim Jong-un were to be incapacitated or, in fact, dead? Would it be his sister, Kim Yo-jong, who he has given immense power, and she herself has put out statements under her own name, and, of course, met with officials, including South Korean President Moon Jae-in? It could be a brother. It could be who had been passed on before. It could be a military general. The scenarios of the United States are actually quite troubling, because if Kim is alive, then things kind of continue as normal. If it's a new leader, there could be some internal tensions as to how that person consolidates power. And if he's dead, you could see a power struggle, one that we haven't really ever seen in North Korea. And especially, as experts tell me, if the military were to take over, that could prove quite dangerous to the United States, especially since troops in North Korea tend to be a bit more antagonistic towards the United States.
And this obviously isn't the first time either that